Welcome to this detailed guide on the estimation of available nitrogen in soil using the traditional alkaline potassium permanganate or potassium permanganate method. Understanding the available nitrogen in your soil is crucial for effective crop management and precise fertilization. The primary purpose of this estimation is to assess the amount of nitrogen readily available to plants, enabling accurate fertilizer recommendations. The principle relies on using excess alkaline potassium permanganate solution to oxidize organic matter, converting organic nitrogen into ammonia gas, which is then absorbed in boric acid and finally titrated with standard sulfuric acid. Before starting the procedure, let's look at the necessary apparatus and how to prepare the crucial reagents. You will need a distillation apparatus, glass beads, 250 milliliter beakers, a burette, and a chemical balance. For reagents, first prepare the standard 0.1 normal sulfuric acid. Then, dilute it to prepare 0.05 normal sulfuric acid. Also prepare 0.32% potassium permanganate solution. Next, prepare 2.5% sodium hydroxide solution. For the indicator, dissolve bromocresol green and methyl red in ethanol to make the mixed indicator. Then prepare 4% boric acid solution, adding 5 milliliters of the mixed indicator. And finally, have paraffin liquid ready. Now, let's proceed with the preparation for the distillation process. First, transfer 20 grams of your soil sample into an 800 milliliter distillation flask. Moisten the soil with distilled water, and then add 100 milliliters of the 0.32% potassium permanganate solution. To ensure smooth distillation and prevent bumping or frothing, add a few glass beads and 2 to 3 milliliters of paraffin liquid to the flask. Measure 25 milliliters of 4% boric acid containing the mixed indicator into a 250 milliliter beaker. Place this beaker under the receiver tube, ensuring the tube end is dipped into the boric acid solution to capture the ammonia. Now we move to the core stages of the process, distillation and titration. Add 100 milliliters of the 2.5% sodium hydroxide solution and immediately fit the flask into the distillation apparatus. Switch on the heater and continue the distillation process until approximately 150 milliliters of distillate has been collected in the boric acid receiver. Always remember to run a blank experiment, following the entire procedure but omitting the soil sample. This helps account for any nitrogen contamination from reagents. Titrate the collected distillate with the standard 0.05 normal sulfuric acid until the solution turns pink, which is your endpoint. With the titration complete, we can now move to the calculations and interpretation of the results. The available nitrogen in kilograms per hectare is calculated using the formula sample minus blank volume times 0.014 times the normality of sulfuric acid multiplied by a conversion factor, all divided by the weight of the soil sample. The calculated available nitrogen value is then classified into one of 6 tiers, ranging from very low, which is less than 140 kilograms per hectare, up to very high, which is more than 700 kilograms per hectare. Based on the soil's nitrogen classification, specific recommendations are given for adjusting the recommended dose of nitrogen, such as increasing it by 50% for very low classification or decreasing it by 50% for very high classification.